וג'קסון בוינג, שהוא סמנכ"ל השיווק הגלובלי של החברה, ונענה על כל השאלות שתרצו, גם מקצועיות ומספריות, כפי שיעלו במחר. אז לפני הכל, אני רוצה להזמין את מר חשרפנג.
Okay, thank you everyone. Yeah, so I'm sorry for my English is not very good, just talking some things. So for speech, I think my English is not good. So sometimes I will be trans to Chinese and need my translator to help me to translate this. Yeah, so it's matter of fact, it's also my pleasure come to Israel again, and I think at 2017 I first I come to Israel, and later I have a fund also in Israel to invest local high-tech companies, and today I'm happy to 我们的大使啊，我们的
our ambassador
yeah, and our partner and always here, and I want to give a brief introduction about Xpeng Motors and our companies and our I think different unique products and technicals. Yeah, please. Yeah, okay. So the first I think is I want to introduce who is Xpeng Motors. I think Xpeng Motors is a different OEM all the world, I think. Yeah, it's not the ordinary OEM. Most of OEM from automation industry, I think, is do a good car and sells the cars. But we think in the future we want to change many things. Is the Xpeng Motors want to do AI companies. It's a big software, and we want to integrate the big hardware, including maybe the vehicles, including the flying cars or the eVTOL, the human robotic, and other things. So we want to the future transformation is not very expensive. It's high tech, it's high safety for the global. That's what we want to do. So I think, and also for me, I'm created from the computer science technical, so I'm a software guy. So I think most of the OEMs founder or the CEOs is also maybe some come from the hardware industry, some come from the manager or commercial industry, I think. So at this time we have three kinds of our category products. One is the AI cars. So we want the next year, I think, the cars will be changed, many. For this time, the car is just maybe 90% is from hardware and 10% is from software. And I think in the next 10 years, AI will be changing all of our cars. It's like the cars combined, the robotics together. I think cars will be smarter and smarter, and can help us to the more safety, more efficient transformation. So the next year we also want in China we want to deliver first level 4 vehicles, and we want to try our robotaxi service in China, and later I think at 2027 maybe in Israel and Europe we sell our robotaxi, but we do not support the service. We want to our local partners support the service. We just sell the L4s, 9 was vehicle, AI cars. Another side is flying car. At this time we have developed our flying cars 12 years, and the next year is we want to deliver our the first generation to consumers flying cars, and the third is our human robotics. Yeah, please. Please. Yeah. So this is our rank. Yeah. So you see, this is the global BEV ranks. So the first rank is BYD, the second is Tesla. So Xpeng is here. This is for BEV, I think. So I think at this time, maybe I can give us a case. 10 years ago, at 2015, in China, the BEV is almost just nearly 1% in China, all the cars, the new cars. But at this time, it's over 15%. And I think the global, the BEV and the AI BEV and the BEV plus the robotics capability together, I think will be changed all the cars. So I want Xpeng is not just the BEV cars, and I also want for AI cars and level 4 cars. Yeah, please go ahead. And this is our product roadmap. So you see G6 and G9 we also in Israel. And this time we deliver over the next new P7 in China and global, and later I think we will be more and more global. Yeah, please go ahead. Xpeng use many budget for develop for the high tech. So in this year we use 10 billion RMB, almost 1.5 billion US dollar to R&D for per year, I think. So the last year will be also maybe grows 40% to 50%, I think. So we want to many things. For example, for ADAS, we from the SoC, from the autonomous driving OS, and from the all the set and the integration solution we develop ourselves. So we want for how can we change the vehicles? We want it's not just a full stack developing. We want to compare the different stack, almost including autonomous driving, smart cabin, platform, the BMS, and other things. We want to like 矩阵融合怎么翻译
？Metric.
Matrix
Yeah,
development, yeah, for all the things. Yeah, please go ahead. So yes, at this time we have 2,500 super charging station in China, and the next year beginning, we will be with our partner in Israel, in global, will be built our supercharging. Our supercharging, I think we want to 10C we can charge it. It's at this time euros. Over G9 and G6 is also 5C charging. 1 hour you can charge in your cars 5 times is 5C. So it's very speed. Yeah, most of the BEV cars just 1C for charging. So 1 hour can charging a cars. Yeah, please go ahead. So let's see. So from June to August, our sales, revenues, and margin. So from the data you can take from this year we have growth very fast. Is同比252%的增长。
YOY growth is 252%.
And I think for 2025 our growth revenue will be beyond over 10 billion US dollar. Yeah, and our target is in this the我们 yes is okay， 我们会就是今年4季度我们会首次实现盈利。
This year in Q4, the first time we will have revenue.
Okay. Go ahead, please. So I think from this year we have growth in global is very fast, and at this time we have 46 countries and regions is open to sales of our cars, and the next year I think maybe more than 70 countries. Yeah, and our vision is in these 10 years. We want to our sales, half sales is out of China. Yeah, we want to a really global company. Yeah, go ahead. Next page. And we are deeply strategic cooperation with Volkswagen. Volkswagen in the last 3 years, Volkswagen has signed a 4-deal deal with Xpeng, and so Volkswagen China use our platform in our cars in China, and our EA platform is used for all Volkswagen and gas car, BEV car, and high HEV cars in China. Yeah. Next page. So this page is, I think, says our technical. So we want to power. One is electrician power, and one is the AI data power together. It's like the humans, one is heart, one is brain, I think together. I think this will be, 就会推动这个我们的，我认为第4次的工业革命，就是新的一次工业。
This will definitely facilitate the fourth revolution of the industry to a new generation.
So we develop from AI, from the electrician, we do at these times AI vehicles, robotics, and flying cars, and we are also developing more products. Yes, is want to change our transformation, transform our lives here. Please go next. So this is our full-stack self-developed AI systems. I want to mention the next page. Next page. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we have developed our own SoC. This SoC is very powered in vehicles. So why we want to use almost half billion US dollar to develop SoC? I think is very important things. I think for all the biggest AI companies, they have to develop SoC. For the good SoC is maybe have a 100 capability or features, but for one product just maybe is used just 20%. So how can we let the 20% is very powerful? It's important things for the AI companies. So in the next page. It's sorry, it cannot move. So it's a video. This video is says,这个不能动吗？ Okay, I'm sorry. This video will be let us know so our cars when they will be produced, they will be automated and driving to the consumer side. That's why in Guangzhou in China. Okay, the last page. And next year we want to deliver the global first level for and vehicles, I think. The last page. And we are to our fourth generation autonomous driving system. We named is U-Chair version. Is powered by VLA and is an active big model, and VLM is a language big model, I think. So the next year, Q4, we want our U-Chair version from our robotaxi will be global, including Israel. At that time, I think our cars here, I want to, if the political is allowed, we want to, it can drive safety, smoothly, and automatically. Next page. Sorry, it's also a video, but we cannot see. The flying cars, I think, is a very important thing. We think in the city, we use robotaxi or level 4 cars. But from city to city, in the future, we use the flying cars. So, next page. And we develop our flying cars almost 12 years, and we used $600 million US. And today, this generation is. And the next year we will deliver our 7th generation. Please, next page. Our flying cars is a very big innovation, I think. So in the past 100 years, anybody who can use airplane or eVTOL, I think it have to use the airplane on the airport, from the airport. But we， 你这段帮我翻译一下吗？比如说，我们飞行汽车实际上最重要的一个逻辑就是说，我们把飞机可以自动折叠装到汽车里面去，这样汽车可以有4个人的位置，飞机可以乘坐2个人，大概飞行距离小于30公里。第一台飞机车主要是来旅游观光用。
So this part that I will translate for him. The logic behind our flying vehicle is that we'll be able to fold itself and put it inside of the vehicle. Because traditionally we need to go to the airport to take a train. So now with the flying cars, with this solution, we can first utilize it in the scenario like short trip, tourism within 30 kilometers. With these, will be using this flying car.
And the last generation of flying car is just cannot drive on the road. It can just fly in. I think it's more than 500 kilometers can fly in. I think everybody can easy fly in and can fly in 500 or maybe in the future 10,000 or 1,000 kilometers in our flying car. So I think it will be change our lives in the last 10 years to 20 years, I think. The next page. So Xpeng also developed the human robot. It's 8 years. We do the 6th generation, and this time this is the 6th generation. Please, the last page. I'm sorry for this video. It shows how the 6th generation can for the human. So and the next year, maybe 1 year or 5 quarters later, we want to deliver our human robotics generation, the 7th generation, to the consumer. We want the generation our human robotics can speak with their host. We want to they will be like the human lesson how then they can do it. So the robotics, I think, technical is many technical is like the AI cars. So we have many. I have used many time and budget. I think the human robotics will be in maybe 5 years later, we go to our family. It's safety, it's smart, it's not very expensive, and it can help us maybe do something. It's not very difficult things. That's I want to do. So, okay, next page. So this is the last page. Yeah, and again, I'm sorry. So maybe my English is not very good. So, but I think I'm trying to that Xpeng with Israel we do better and more things. So, I think for today is my second time to come to Israel, but I think in the future I want to with Ari and other my partner, my family together come to here, and we wish together take more and more innovation, air cars, flying cars, human robotics, and other products come to Israel. We want to do a better high-tech ESG and green tomorrow to our friends. Thank you.
אוקיי, תודה רבה. אנחנו נתחיל עכשיו בסשן של השאלות. Mr. Xpeng will be joined by our Deputy CEO of Carasso Motors and CEO of Frisbee, Mr. Oren Elezra. Be asked in English and will be answered in a happy manner of Hebrew, Chinese, and English, the way we do things here. So for the first questions, I will call Mr. Noam Ryan from Ynet.
Good morning, Mr. Xpeng. Are you planning manufacture vehicles in Europe? And if so, will the price for Israel be higher or lower as a result?
The last part about Israel, can you repeat it again?
If the vehicles will be manufactured in Europe, will the price for the Israeli market will be higher or lower?
如果在欧洲去生产的话，那在以色列我们车主得到的价格是更高了吗？会更价。
I think the first question is easy to answer, and in this week we have announced our first Europe manufacturing is in Austria. Yeah, and you said we also talk about this. Yeah, so and also July and G6 will be producing our Austrian manufacturing from the last month September. Yeah, I think Xpeng will go to global. I think we have to in the local will be build our developing manufacturing and other things we want to do. That's the first question. And I think, but the yeah, maybe it's our sales teams, our partner together, they will be talk about this. So for my opinion, for the first stage, when we go to global, for example, in Austria, we produce our product is more expensive than China. Yeah, I think. But we want to, for the long term, to how can we do global companies? How can we let our consumers have a good product and good experience? That's what we want to do. Yeah, thank you.
I promise you we will do a good negotiation for everyone in Israel. Good luck.
Well, welcome to Israel. The first question naturally is on pricing. For the second question, Mr. Yoav Pauls from Biz Portal.
Hi, thank you for honoring us. Chassis, steering, and suspension. Xpeng is unique among Chinese automakers in putting strong emphasis on proper calibration of these elements. Where does philosophy comes from? And why we don't see other Chinese automakers who strong focus on these items?
问题呢是说，在这个底盘上面呀，然后还有这个转向和悬挂上，小鹏呢在中国的车企当中独树一帜，非常重视这些环节的一些调试，但是他没有在其他的中国的车企上面看到这一点，所以我们这个研发的这个背后的哲学是从何而来呢？
I think it's difficult for me to, you help me to find out. 就是我认为我实际上是很难去代表中国其他的车企，因为我认为实际上他们也做了非常多的研发工作，包括奇瑞，包括来到这里的很多的车企，他们实际上是做了很多的工作。
I cannot represent other OEMs like Chinese car automakers like Chery, and they are also making a lot of R&D investment within their organization.
But I can mention how can Xpeng to do. So most of the OEMs is by the supply chains, maybe tier 1, tier 2 technical and all solution integration together to build a very good cars. But for Xpeng, at this time we do many ourselves tech develop things. We want to in our region we can do differences. For example, is the platform. So when we driving BEV cars, sometimes maybe in the BEV cars can drive too fast. So the passenger maybe is not so satisfied or is so have a very good experience. Maybe is 就是这里要帮我翻译，就是说他们可能是刹车启动左摇右摆，它不舒服，但是这个时候我们就可以用 AI 来控制好底盘。 能够在非常短的时间内，毫秒级能够去响应，让人更舒服。这就是我们在做的很多的研发，因为它是自研的，所以它比较容易做到。
First of all, it's important to say that all the technology coming from Xpeng, all self-development in-house. So in the beginning of the R&D stage, we think about offer the client the best experience to the customers. So within our R&D capability, we can change and make a calibration when the chains are making the client's user feel shaky or making like they are not so secured or shaky. So we use our algorithm to do some calibration that fix these problems.
Yeah, maybe I can another example. 然后这种抗噪我们也会 OTA 到以前的车里面去，部分车。
I want to give you more examples that shows a new feature in our car that is in the new models that will have to mute the noise or to filter the noise that will give you a more seamless driving experience that will be equipped in the new cars.
Maybe some cars will be OTA product. So let's use the AI whole EA platform and our SoC's capability to OTA the software and the hardware together, and we'll be making a new future. Yeah, that's we all are different. Yeah, thank you.
תודה רבה. אני אוסיף גם משפט בעברית. ראיתם את המפה של השווקים שאקספנג מתעניינת בהם. מערב אירופה, צפון מערב אירופה, מכוניות עם כל כך הרבה כוח. הצרכן מצפה להיגוי, לשלדה ולמקלין, שיתמכו בהם, לשם הם מכוונים, ונהגתם במכוניות, לכן הן גם מרגישות ככה. For the next question, Mr. Daniel Schmid from the market.
Good morning, Mr. Xpeng. one of the largest markets for cars in the world is the US, but the president says that tariff is the best word in the English language. So will you be able to sell cars in the US? Do you have any plans for expansions for this market as well?
Yes, thank you. I think at this time, no Chinese OEM sells their cars in US. I think maybe in the future, the politicals will be open and some Chinese OEMs will be sells their cars, maybe another product to US. And I wish we in the future can sell our high-tech product in US. Yeah, but in the future, I think. Yeah, thank you.
Next question, Mr. Yoel Pellerman from Auto Magazine.
Welcome to Israel. In Xpeng models, as in many other Chinese cars, most operations are done through a central screen, not all of them. So this poses a safety concern, even for simple functions. Are you aware of this issue? The Euro NCAP is aware, and do you plan to change it in the future, or in some time? By driving 120 kilometers per hour, by driving in 120 kilometers per hour, it's not using here a cellular.
好的。他说嘛，就是这个中控屏，然后人们在高达120千米这种速度下去开车的，然后需要中控屏，然后去控制这个车辆很危险。那么未来你有没有考虑过怎样去更新，或者是对这个技术做一些改进？
对，你要帮我用我用中文。So yeah, it's a very good question. So I have to speak Chinese and help me to translate. 我觉得每一项科技的前进都会带来一些好和不好的事情啊，包括了中控屏。但我们实际上在中控屏的操作上并不多的，我们实际上是有语音的操作。我想特别想说明的是，在全球现在有一些智能汽车里面是可以用语音操控，这是小鹏首次发明的，就是我们在2020年的时候发明出来的。所以现在在中国的很多的汽车上都有。我们可以看到，现在包括了全球其他的车厂在新的车语音的配置能够做得更好。我认为下面一步小鹏会期望甚至把希伯来语能够放到我们的本地，且不用联网，能够本地的进行交互，能够提高安全，提高用户。我们希望明年后年大家会看到的效果。谢谢。
Thank you for your question. It's very important. So I would like to answer in Chinese. Technology, like everything in the world, has like a coin, it has its two sides. So as you mentioned, the central screen control that might affect the security while driving. So we have solutions for that. Actually, in 2020, we, Xpeng, are the first one to introduce the voice interaction in the car to the world. So we right now there are many OEMs are replicated our solution, and what we can do is to through the voice interaction can have a better control and less. Have a better control, and through the voice configuration that will help us to solve this problem. I want to also share with you through this year or next year we will add Hebrew into our voice that will help you to have a better driving experience. We believe we can do better.
Thank you. Next question, Mr. Udi Atzion from Walla.
Hello. You've showed us your data of sales and revenues, but still Xpeng is a pretty small car company. How big it should be to survive in the future, and how can you convince customers that you will be here 10 years from now, 20 years from now?
虽然呢，我们Xpeng呢，我们现在定位为我们是一个科技的公司，面向全球的公司。但是到目前为止，我们的销量来看还是有限的，不得不说还是一个在发展中的一个公司。那如何您能够为我们现在的用户来承诺10年之后什么样？那我们是如何看待我们的这个
？I think this is a very interesting and good question. I think. So I think, for 你还是帮我看，我想说，第一个，小鹏汽车是一个非常关注长期的公司，财务上也是非常的稳健的公司。我们花了非常多的资源，在过去的11年里面一直都在科技研发，所以一个公司要能够有大的愿景，有非常稳健的财务跟过程，是保障一个公司能够在我们的中国叫做行稳致远的一个基础。第一段。
So first of all, for Xpeng, our strategy is we look for long term. We are not to come to show and buy. We want to stay long. That's our vision. Is long in the market and be the leader. So of course, we need to think about the last 11 years. We have invested a lot in R&D. And we have shown a stable financing ability. So I think this is the foundation and the first, for the very first thing for us to have a stable finance.
Maybe I think, and the second thing is I think Tesla is highly developed in these 5 years, I think. So 5 years ago, Tesla is not a very big company, I think, in automation industry. And you see, 5 years ago, we just delivered our first vehicles in China, in global. And but 5 years later, today, we have the 6 BEV cars all in global, I think. So we grow very fast. I think it's very important things that us can do. I think the third thing is, for my opinion, we have many good partners. Yeah, it's not just in Israel and global. I think our high-tech brand, our global partner, we together, I think you can let our product and service can continue to support the consumer. So, for my opinion, the Xpeng Motor is not focused at short terms and net incoming. We want to do a long term in the future, high tech. It's a good thing. Yeah, that's, I think it's maybe sometimes it's easy to say, but hard to do. But we want to do, and maybe in the next year and maybe at 2030, I will be come here again to ensure we do it. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. As we please. As we
if you want my recommendation, you should buy Xpeng stock now.
So as we're a little behind schedule, the next question will be the last one. So I'm calling Miss Anna Daniel. Just a second, Anna.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Do you believe this is a good time to invest in hybrid powertrain instead of EVs or more than EVs? 谢谢。
他问现在是不是很好的时机去投资这个混电动汽车混合电动汽车插入式的这种
I have 3 startup companies. Xpeng Motor is my third company, and I also have invested many companies. I have many VC, PE also invest Xpeng. So for my history, I think any time is maybe is a good investment moment. And just now, your question, I think, if you want to go a very big industry, I think is not a good time. But for a small company, every time is a very good time. Yeah. For some guys ask me, so the global political, the global economic, maybe it's have many challenges. So how can we do? So I always said, yeah, if your company is just 10%, is about 10%, so you are too small in the global, so you do not care about it. So anytime we can invest, we can do our the innovation things. I think do not hesitate. 犹豫怎么说
Hesitate.
Do not hesitate. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We will excuse now Mr. Xpeng and Mr. Oren Elezra. Gentlemen, thank you very much. And I will invite my colleague and my dear friend, Mr. Jackson Wang. Please. Jackson is the overseas marketing manager at Xpeng. So we will proceed with the press conference. Please.
זה שאלות חופשיות, אז מי שרוצה לשאול מוזמן.
אוקיי. מי רוצה להתחיל? בבקשה. רק, please, in English, and please introduce yourself.
רציתי לשאול לגבי עמדות הטעינה שהשקתם. איפה תהיה הפריסה, כמה עמדות מתוכננות, ומה תוכל להרחיב בנושא, בכלל מול כל המתחרים שכרגע קיימים.
אוקיי, אז קודם כל גם נמצאים פה הצוות היקר של ג'ינרג'י, ראיתי אותם מקודם, הם יוכלו לענות לך בצורה יותר מפורטת על כל השאלות, אבל חד משמעית זו כניסה אסטרטגית, יהיו יותר ויותר בדרך לפריסה ארצית. Next question. Please, אודי.
באותו נושא, מה היו מחירים של הטעינה? באותו נושא, מה היו מחירי הטעינה בעמדות האחרות? מחירי טעינה. באותו נושא, מה היו מחירי הטעינה בעמדות החדשות?
אנחנו נפרסם אותם ממש בקרוב.
Do you have plug-in charge technology for the fast chargers?
I think for the new product, there is always something new and something that very impressive and very, let's say, surprisingly product coming next. But for the technology-wise, we have our own way to go. It's some kind of different between the others, and this is our core strategy, just combined with the AI strategy. So when talking about plug-in or the other kind of hybrid, actually we have all these kind of technology preparing, but for the product that will come in, this is kind of confidential, depends on the competition. So let's just stay tuned with our news. So let's see for the next year for the new product that there will be coming.
אני גם יוסיף משפט בעברית למכוניות מהסוג שדיברת עליהן. מערכת עם עוצמת טעינה כל כך חזקה ומהירה, זה קצת overpower מסוים, אז זה פחות המקום האסטרטגי שלהם. Yes, next question. Please, Yoav.
About solid-state batteries and batteries technology, where do you see the future?
Future is never defined by ourselves and never been defined by one company or one kind of technology. And we're just looking for the trends that our customer believe in. So everything that suits for the needs, the demanding of our customer is our future. So about the battery, about the technology, it's also, we have many directions to go. But for ours, like you can see from 5C to 10C, this is the progress that we are keep on doing, and we are keep on investing this kind of technology. So what's coming new is also, let's stay tuned with that surprisingly new product, new technology, and I believe Xpeng will be always the explorer and the leader. Thank you.
Next question. Okay, thank you very much. Both the product team of Xpeng, China and Israel is here, the Genergy team is here, the marketing team is here, so please feel free, take pictures, ask questions, eat breakfast. Thank you very much. Thank you.
טוב חברים, אני רוצה להראות לכם משהו מעניין. מי שנמצא פה. יש לי שמה. אני לא חושב לצלם לך את זה נקי. תראו, חברים, איזה דבר הגיע לפה. מי שנמצא פה רואה את זה עכשיו. מדהים. ראיתם? הם הביאו את זה לכאן, אני לא יודע אם זה ככה לתצוגה, הם לא דיברו על זה, אבל זה מטורף. אז אני מקווה שנהניתם, מי שעוקב אחרינו וצופה, אני שמח, מי שלא עוקב, אני אשמח שתעקבו, יהיו דברים מעניינים בהמשך. אנחנו גם בפייסבוק נמצאים, יש לנו קבוצה גדולה בפייסבוק, בטלגרם גם כן נמצאים. אז שיהיה לכם שבוע מקסים, שבוע נהדר, ובשורות טובות. אנחנו מסיימים את הלייב. מקווה שנהניתם, להתראות. מה אתה אומר? נראה מתי זה יגיע לארץ. מתי זה רק בתצוגה. כן, יאו, איזה יופי, מטורף. זה יגיע